Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing. Welcome to tonight's Class A District 8 Westwood Rebels versus your Woodbury Central Wildcats game tonight. Westwood Rebels come into this evening 3-2 on the year. Your Woodbury Central Wildcats come into this evening 5-0. Their record did not get updated. I apologize. I was having some streaming issues here tonight. I'm going to update that here real quick and redo the overlays so you will see the correct record for your Woodbury Central Wildcats, ranked number 2 or number 3 in the state of Iowa coming into tonight's game. Wildcats are led by quarterback Drew Klunder. Coming into tonight, Drew has passed for 1,597 yards, so he's closing in on 2,000 yards passing coming in to tonight. Hopefully we can have another impressive outing for Drew. Leading rusher coming into tonight for the Wildcats, Max McGill, on 85 attempts for 435 yards and 5 touchdowns. Leading receiver Eric McGill with 24 receptions, 582 yards, and an impressive 10 touchdowns receiving. Leading tackler for the Woodbury Central Wildcats, Max McGill, comes into tonight with 33.5 tackles, 5.5 tackles for loss, and 2 sacks on the season for senior Max McGill. For your Westwood Rebels, coming into tonight, leading passer for the Rebels with 100 yards on the year is Carson Topf. He's a junior. Leading rusher is Jackson DeWald, senior, 155 yards or attempts on 1,101 yards and 11 touchdowns. Leading receiver for the Rebels, Lawson Havman, senior, 4 receptions on 97 yards receiving. And leading tackler is Jackson DeWald, senior, 38 tackles, 11 tackles for loss, and 1 sack coming in to tonight. The Rebels are 3-2 on the season. They have wins over Maple Valley Anthony Charter Oak Ute, 41-18. Win over IKM Manning, 26-18. The Rebels did lose to Logan Magnolia, 14-6, then turned around the next week on the 16th of September, beat the Lawton Bronson Eagles 29-23, and then last week played Hinton and lost 32-6. So there are 4 common opponents between the Wildcats and the Rebels coming into tonight. The Wildcats have taken care of business for the last 5 weeks. We're going to take a quick break here for the national anthem, and then we'll be back here right after the national anthem is played. Welcome back here. Beautiful national anthem by the Westwood Rebels bands. It is homecoming today for the Rebels, so Wildcats are playing on the road tonight against the Westwood Rebels in their homecoming game. Going back to the wins for the Wildcats have averaged over 40 points per game, giving up 13 to the Hinton the first week of the season, beating Hinton 41-13, taking care of Logan Magnolia 41-6 in week 2, 40-0 over IKM Manning in week 3, 41-7 over Akron Westfield, and then last week taking care of our Highway 20 rivalry just to the west of us, 42-0. So last week was a very impressive outing for the Wildcats offense, and they completely shut down the Lawton Bronson Eagles. Tonight you're going to see a little bit of a different attack than what we saw last week. The Rebels are heavily dependent on Jackson DeWald and his ability to carry the ball on a consistent basis. And you're also going to see a little bit of a passing game out of the Rebels that we haven't seen in a couple of years. So Wildcats will have to defend a couple different options from the Rebels offense, but I believe the Wildcats have what it takes tonight to slow down Jackson DeWald and the Rebels. For the Rebels, they're going to have to take care of one of the highest offenses in Class A coming into tonight, one of the most potent offenses in the state, and just have a lot of options for the Wildcats on offense to pass to between the 4 wide receivers, Butler, DeStichter, McGill, and Kyan Schultzen, and then a heavily experienced running to attack with Max McGill and Ryder Cooley, both seniors, and then Drew Klunder is coming in very, very nicely here as a first-year starter at quarterback as a junior, but week over week it just continues to see his composure improve, and his ability to just fill the offense out and build week to week has just been impressive to watch. So should be a good football game tonight. Appreciate anybody viewing in. Also want to throw a shout out there for anybody that's going to be around town this weekend. Sam Thomas and Deb Voss and that group is putting in a ton of work here for Fall Festival at the Woodbury County Fairgrounds. It's a really, really neat event. It helps out the Woodbury Old Town and for the Woodbury County Fair. So I would expect anybody listening to this, most residents that are listening in probably are in Woodbury County. So if you can make it out to that tomorrow afternoon and evening, there is a lot of activities going in, including a drive-in movie toward dusk. So if you don't have anything planned for tomorrow, make sure you get out there. They have phenomenal soups and pies and donuts, everything like that. So if you don't have anything to, make sure to come out to Mobile to the Woodbury County Fair and visit us at the Fall Festival tomorrow. So wanted to make sure I got that out to everybody. Getting close to kickoff here for the Wildcats are going to receive in the first half here. Back to receive is number 3, Zach Butler, and number 11, Eric McGill. Set up to kick off here for the Rebels is number 88, Juan Monroe. Good kickoff right to Eric McGill. Eric McGill has it. He is taken off right up the middle. Going to have a nice return. Going to be down about on the 27-yard line. Wildcats will take over, 1st and 10. We are on the visiting sidelines tonight. They are out of room in the crow's nest over on the opposite side. So we were able to run power here on our side of the field. So we get to sit right with all our home fans here on the visiting sidelines, which is kind of nice to do when we're away. So kind of a different view. Thank goodness the sun did go down so we don't have to fight that. We are getting a little wind out of the south here. Wildcats are heading toward the south, so Drew Klunder's back, 2 to the near side. McGill and Butler here to the near side. Max McGill back with Drew Klunder. Over on the far side, you got DeStichter and Kyan Schultzen. Hand off to Max McGill. Stuck right on the line. Pitch back to Klunder. Good stick there by the Rebels right off the bat. Tileman with the tackle for the Rebels. It'll be 2nd and 11 here for the Wildcats. Klunder's passed out to McGill. Tackled for a short loss there. Going to be 3rd and long. A lot of excitement over on that opposite sidelines. The Rebels fans are really into tonight's game right off the bat. So Wildcats are going to have to calm them down here real quick. 3rd and long has been popular down for the Wildcats. So 3rd and 13 here for the Wildcats. Back to pass is Klunder. Looking deep. He has DeStichter wide open in the middle of the field. 1st down for the Wildcats. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats on the 44-yard line of the Rebels. Wildcats went for a vert there. Found an opening right in the middle of the field. Nobody around it. Will DeStichter, great pass from Drew Klunder. Right in the hands of Will DeStichter. Trips here to the near side. Wildcats are going a little higher tempo here. Calling the ball. Going to hand it off to Max McGill. Max McGill's coming here to the near side. He's going to get a great gain of 9 yards for Max McGill. 2nd and 1 here for the Wildcats. They're going to go hurry up here. 2nd and 1 for the Wildcats. Klunder calls for the snap. Hand off to Max McGill. He's fouling his blocker. Good run there by Max McGill. Leading the way there is Jackson Reblitz. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. First and 10 from the Wildcats on the Rebels' 40-yard line. Pass down here to Butler. Butler's going to have a nice gain here on the near side. Going to be second and about 1 yard. 2nd and 1 for the Wildcats. Wildcats are converted that nice 3rd down play there for the Wildcats. Get them into the Rebels' territory. Trips to the far side, hand off to Max McGill. Max McGill's trying to bump it out, going to cut it back, going to have a nice gain. Going to have a 1st down for Max McGill. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball on the, looks like the ball's going to be on the 31-yard line is what they're calling it. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. First and 10. The Rebels are on the forefront. Oh, great pass out here to Butler again. They don't want to show Butler much respect, so they're just going to eat him up here on that play for another 10-yard gain for the Wildcats. Trips to the far side. Butler here to the near side. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Klunder calls for a handoff to Max McGill. Max McGill's coming to the near sidelines, gets tripped up, but a nice gain for Max. Gain of about 6 or 7 for Max McGill. We're not very high up in the air, so the angle we have tonight is not too favorable for the camera crew or me announcing, so it's going to take me a little bit. It's going to be 2nd and 2 for the Wildcats. 2nd and 2 for the Wildcats here. Trips to the far side. Butler here to the near side. Hand off to Max McGill. Again, nice run by Max McGill. Gets tripped up, but he's going to have enough for a 1st down. Great down. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Wildcats. First down for the Wildcats. Looks like they're on the 4-yard line for the Wildcats. 1st and goal for the Wildcats on the 4. Wildcats are in for a touchdown. Max McGill, nice little run there for the Wildcats. Cats go up on first series of the game. 6-0 for the Wildcats. Going to have an extra point kick attempt here into the wind for Zach Butler. See how he handles this wind. It's a little bit, not straight out of the south, a little bit of a crosswind here. So it's going to be a little bit different than a normal kick here for Butler, but we'll see how he does. Ball's up. It is blocked. Looks like Jackson DeWald blew right through the offense, the blockers there to get an easy block there on that kick. So Wildcats lead 6-0. As we go into a quick commercial break, we'll be back in 30. Thanks for watching Fuller Digital.
United Bank of Iowa is proud to support Woodbury Central Sports and ready to be your bank as Iowa's #1 ag bank for the past 17 years. Their experienced ag lenders are ready to help your farm operation succeed for generations to come. United Bank of Iowa is also ready to finance your new home, vehicle, or business. Come to United Bank of Iowa for your child's first savings and checking account and have all the benefits of online and mobile banking. United Bank of Iowa is committed to rural Iowa and the communities we serve. The difference is here at United Bank of Iowa with offices in 35 locations in West Central Iowa, including the local Mobile office, member FDIC.
Welcome back here. Wildcats take care of business on the first possession of the night. Drive down for a touchdown with 7:24 left in the first quarter. Wildcats up 6-0. Just missed that extra point with a block kick by Jackson DeWald. So Wildcats don't convert on the extra point. But they're going to get a chance to kick off here. Butler's going to kick off, pointed here to the near sidelines. Puts it deep. Nice kick by Zach Butler right at about 21-yard line, fielded by the Rebels. Fielding it nice. Return by number 35 on the return there for the Rebels. Landon Steinhoff is who I have down listed as the returner there for the Rebels. Coming out here on offense for the Rebels. You're going to see some, don't be surprised if you see a couple trick plays here and some unique offensive sets here for the Rebels. Coach Burkhart does a real nice job here and tries to catch defenses off guard typically throughout the game, but sometimes it starts pretty early in the game. Really tight formation here for the Rebels. Wildcats are used to seeing this. They see this on a weekly basis in our district, District 8. Big gain there by the Rebels on first down. It's going to be Jackson DeWald for a gain of 5. It's going to be 2nd and 6, gain of 4 they're calling it. So not quite as bad as it looked watching it. Play lasted a long time for a little dive play, but Wildcats are regrouping right now, and Rebels are going to stay in that tight formation. They're really going to rely on Jackson DeWald just to ground it out. Good keeper there by the quarterback. Number 12, Carson Top with the carry. Gain about 3. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 for the Rebels here. Watch for a hard count here by the Rebels, potentially. Wildcats have done a nice job with their discipline on their defensive line so far this season. Movement on the offense. It's going to be a little bit short there. It's going to be 4th and short. We'll see what they do. This is a decision-making time. Do you give it back to the Wildcats at your own 49-yard line, or do you punt here to get field position back on your side? Big decision here by Coach Burkhart on 4th and a short 1 here for Coach Burkhart. Decision time for him. We'll see what he decides to do. Looks like he's running in a play. He's going to rely on Jackson DeWald, I imagine. It's going to go to number 5 if I was a gambling man. Wildcats line up. A hard count maybe. Nope, they're going to go with it. Outside. He's going to get it. He's just going to dive right at the end there. He's going to sneak across there right at the, just barely at the 50-yard line. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Rebels on the 50-yard line. So you're going to see this game plan here by the Rebels. They're going to try to drain out the clock, field position, and just keep on, get 3-4 yards of carry. Now they split one out here to the near side. Not much of a threat, I wouldn't say, for the Wildcats, but we have to respect it. We got movement somewhere there. Pitch out to number 1, it looks like. He's got a room. He's got a gain about 5 or 6. That was Flowers for the carry. It's going to be 2nd and 5. For the Rebels. Wildcats are just making some adjustments. Coach Bramer, I'm sure, is just going to tweak his defense here throughout this first series of the Rebels. Hand off to DeWald for a gain of 3. Or maybe it looks like 2. It's going to be 3rd and 5. Or 3rd and 2, I'm sorry. 3rd and 2, long 2 for the Rebels here. Rebels, as long as they can get it 3rd and 3 or 4 yards, they're sitting pretty good with their offense. They feel comfortable on a 4th and really short, obviously, going for it on their own side of the field. Coach Burkhart getting his guys lined up there. Hand off to DeWald. Actually, keeper by number 12, Top. Good run there by 12. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Rebels. Rebels have a nice little scheme here for their first series. Nothing really surprising to see. They're just going to hold everything tight. Wildcats will keep on making tweaks and adjustments to their defensive scheme to slow down the Rebels. Number 1 in motion, handoff to DeWald. DeWald for a short gain. That's what the Wildcats need. They need to get the Rebels behind the sticks. That looks like about a 2-yard gain, so it'll be 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 here for the Rebels. DeWald had a gain of 2. Wildcats need to stand up the Rebels here to make it a long 3rd down. That's where the Wildcats, that's where it makes it tough with this offense for the Rebels. Long 3rd down plays makes it tough decisions for Coach Burkhardt on that other side of the field. Rebels are going to run it again. They're going to pitch it to number 1. The Rebels are doing a nice job blocking downfield. Going to be 1st down for the Rebels. Flowers with the run there. Flowers is a junior, 5'10", 180 pounds. First and 10 for the Rebels. Pitch. There's going to be a hold there. That finally got called. I was going to say that earlier, that they were getting into our defensive backs downfield, but they finally called it. That's a holding on that wide receiver blocking our defensive back downfield. So that ref finally got tired of watching it, so he's going to make a call, and it's going to be, this is where this offense gets really tough, when they're 2nd and long here for the Rebels. 1st and 15 for the Rebels. There was not a loss of down. I apologize for that. Rebels have one here to the near side. Wildcats need to stand them up here in 2nd and long. DeWald's going to get the call there. He's going to get stuffed for a small gain. It's going to be, I'm going to call it 2nd and about 14. 2nd and 14 for the Rebels. One more big stop like that for the Wildcats, and it really makes it difficult for the Rebels on 3rd and forever. So Wildcats need to really stop in. They got to watch for some play action pass here, potentially. Some reverses out of the slot backs, or the H-backs. I'll call them the H-backs. Another handoff to DeWald. Nowhere to go for DeWald. Wildcats are starting to get the feel of this offensive scheme for the Rebels. Going to be 3rd and about 13. 3rd and 13 for the for the Rebels. Wildcats defense is holding strong. This is exactly what they need. Put the Rebels where they have to make some decisions, and can't just keep it in tight like they have been. You might see 2 receivers, 1 to each side. Really got to get connected with the, yep, here you go. You got 1 wide receiver to the near side, 1 to the far side. Got to watch those H-backs there for the Rebels. Coming up the seam. Got to get everybody. Good catch there. Going to have a nice gain. Nice tackle by McGill. Gain about, it's going to be 7. Going to be into the first quarter here. Going to be 4th and about 5. 4th and 4 for the Rebels here. Going to be into the first quarter. Wildcats lead 6-0. First series for the Rebels. They are kind of making their way down the field. They're on the 18-yard line of the Wildcats. We're going to head to a quick commercial break. Thanks for watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Small town living, close to all the big city amenities. The Ridge in Mobile, just a few minutes from Sioux City. This growing development has affordably priced lots to accommodate any home, as well as move-in ready new homes. The Ridge is adjacent to Mobille's award-winning golf course and features city utilities and an on-site park, all in a vibrant community with an outstanding K-12 school, parks, pool, and more. For available lots, visit theridgemobile.com today. The Ridge in Mobile.
Welcome back here into the first quarter. Wildcats lead 6-0. Wildcats have had one possession. The Rebels are on their first possession and did exactly what their game plan is take a ton of time off the clock and limit the amount of time the Wildcats offense is on the field. This is a tough situation here for the Rebels. 4th and 4 on the 18-yard line. Heading into the wind. The wind is dying down, so this is becoming a really beautiful night here. Thank goodness that sun went down. Good thing that the sun went down here, so we didn't fight that on the camera. We were fighting it early tonight prior to the start of the game, but when 7 o'clock came down, it seems like there was cloud cover over to the west, and then the sun fell down behind the press box on the opposite side of the field. Gave us a beautiful view for tonight's game. Big down here for the Wildcats. 4th and 4 for the Rebels. Wildcats got to watch the ball. Pitch down here to the near side. Nice run there by the Rebels. It's going to be close. I think they're going to get the first down. They got a first down there for the Rebels. For Flowers, first and goal for the Rebels. On the 4-yard line, they're calling it. The Rebels came in with a nice little game plan on the first series of the game. Going to be 2nd and goal on the 3-yard line. 2nd goal on the 3-yard line for the Rebels. Wildcats are looking for a huge play here. Somebody come up with a big stop. Run to DeWalt. He's going to walk right in over to that right side of the field. The Rebels are going to go get 6 on the board here. 6-6 with an extra point kick. Still to be had by the Rebels. Kick is up. Kick is good. Rebels go up 7-6 for the first time this season. The Wildcats are behind on the scoreboard after that nice drive by the Rebels. But the Wildcats will make adjustments here as we get the ball on this kickoff. Like I said early in the broadcast, that first series is usually drawn up and kind of game planned by the coach on what he's going to do based off what he saw week to week of the Wildcats. So the Wildcats will make adjustments, and then they'll kind of tweak some things to their liking on the defensive side of the ball here as we get going. So not a normal defensive stand there for the Wildcats, but nothing hurt. This is actually perfectly fine for the Wildcats. They need their backs against the wall a little bit. So with our highly potent offense, it's going to be tough for the Rebels to keep up with that long drives. The Wildcats will find their way to stop the Rebels. I mean, I don't think that's major concern by the coaching staff at this point in time. Kick is up. Low pooch kick. Eric McGill going to field it. He's going to come here to the near sideline. Great return on up to about the 45-yard line of the Woodbury Central Wildcats. Start on the 45-yard line. Great return by McGill, taking it off the hop. The sticklers off. Sander Schmidt in here on the near side. Schultz and McGill and Butler off to the far side. Wildcats are in their brand new white uniforms. They tried out their blue ones last week and have their new white ones on tonight on all white. Hand off to Max McGill. Max McGill looking to go through the line of scrimmage. Not much there, but will take a gain of about 2 yards for the Wildcats. Going to be 2nd and 8. Two guys here to the near side, two to the far side for the Wildcats. Oh, nice little pass there over there. Great run by Zach Butler. Boy, he's finding. It looks like there's a handkerchief down there on the sidelines. Probably going to be a holding call on the Wildcats. That's a tough one. Going to be 2nd down again.
Penalty is assessed against the Wildcats. Ball is now placed at the 40-yard line. It remains 2nd down.
2nd and 14 here for the Wildcats after that holding call. Great pass there, but Kyan Schultzen's looking for some extra yards, but he's going to have it's going to be a nice gain there for 1 yard to go for a 1st down for the Wildcats. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Third and 1 for the Wildcats. Wildcats are in 4-down territory, I would imagine here. The way this offense has been clicking. One here to the near side, hand off to McGill. He's going to have enough for the 1st down, to exactly what we needed there on 3rd and 1. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Kyan Schultzen's coming off the field here. The Sticklers back in. Two to the near side, two to the far side. One in the backfield, Max McGill. Great play there to Eric McGill. Nice play. Good pass there by Klunder. It's going to be 1st and 10 still for the Wildcats here. Nice pass reception there from Klunder to Eric McGill. Trips here to the near side. Schmidt to Stickler, McGill. Butler over there on the far side. Hand off to Max McGill. He's going to have a short gain. Going to be 2nd and, looks like 2nd and 8. Eric McGill come to the sidelines here. It looks like he's favoring something. Must got hit on his kneecap. He's down, braced, grabbing his kneecap. Don't see that we have a trainer here on the sidelines for the Wildcats. That's unfortunate to get McGill looked at. Two to the near side, two to the far side. 3 seconds on the play clock. Handoff pass to Butler. Butler, nice little pass reception there to Butler. Boy, he is having a great start to the game tonight. Zach Butler is. The Wildcats coaching staff has seen a heck of an opportunity with Zach Butler tonight. They're not getting a lot of respect for Zach on the defensive side of the ball. And that's the problem with how many weapons the Wildcats have. Usually these defenses have to kind of pick their poison on who they're going to try to stop. Quick hit here by the Wildcats, but missed some blocks there. Going to be second and a loss of about 2 or 3. Second and 13 here for the Wildcats after a short loss there on that carry by Max McGill. Schmidt and DeStichter here on the near side. Kyan Schultzen and Zach Butler on the far side. Can't see Eric here. He must be up. Great pass reception to Zach Butler to find the end zone for 6 points for your Woodbury Central Wildcats. Great throw from Klunder right over Will DeStichter. Just dropped it in there right in the hands of Zach Butler for 6. Wow, what a pass reception there for the Wildcats. Butler doesn't get much of a break here. He's lined up for his extra point attempt to put it. Up and good for the Wildcats to add another one on. Cats take back the lead, 13-7 for your Woodbury Central Wildcats. 6:54 left in the second quarter. We're going to head to a quick commercial break. Thanks for watching Fuller Digital Solutions. Welcome back here. Wildcats lead 13-7, 6:54 left in the second quarter. Second drive of the game for your Woodbury Central Wildcats. And they connect on a beautiful pass from Drew Klunder to Zach Butler for another touchdown here for the Woodbury Central Wildcats. Kickoff duties are Butler, so he has not had a break in the last 3 plays. Ball is up. We're going to be called for offsides. We're going to back up 5 here. It's going to give the Rebels a free 5-yard. Yeah, you can't point the fingers at any one of them. Wildcats were excited to get down the field on a kickoff there, so can't fault their excitement to go down the field and hit somebody, but just need to take a step backwards to stay from jumping off sides there. Butler ready to kick off again for the Wildcats. Good kick. Number 3 is going to get the reception. Joe DeWald, little brother of Jackson. DeWald's a sophomore for the Rebels. The Wildcats are going to make some tweaks to their defensive game plan here, I'm sure, after the first series by the Rebels. I'm sure the Rebels are going to stick to what was working there in the first drive, see if they can take a ton of time off the clock. I imagine they're trying to take all 6:48 off the clock on this drive, but Wildcats need to make a stance here on first down, make it a long second down. A run there by DeWald. DeWald did get a split right through. He's going to find the end zone. He's going to find pay dirt right there. Great run by Jackson DeWald on 1st and 10 for the Rebels to tie it up. 13-13. Rebels Wildcats. The Rebels are lining up to kick an extra point. Wildcats, that's just fine. I guess if they're going to score, Wildcats have time to score themselves here. Rebels do convert. They go up 14-13. We're going to head to a quick commercial break for the Wildcats. Thanks for watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
United Bank of Iowa is proud to support Woodbury Central Sports and ready to be your bank as Iowa's #1 ag bank for the past 17 years. Their experienced ag lenders are ready to help your farm operation succeed for generations to come. United Bank of Iowa is also ready to finance your new home, vehicle, or business. Come to United Bank of Iowa for your child's first savings and checking account and have all the benefits of online and mobile banking. United Bank of Iowa is committed to rural Iowa and the communities we serve. The difference is here at United Bank of Iowa with offices in 35 locations in West Central Iowa, including the local Mobile office, member FDIC.
Welcome back here. Rebels receive that kick and then take it to the house on one play for a long touchdown run by Jackson DeWald to go up 14-13 over your Woodbury Central Wildcats. So each team has taken advantage of their possession, scored on each possession both teams have had. So Wildcats just missed an extra point on their first touchdown. Kickoff there by the Rebels. Going to be a short kickoff. Distictor's going to receive it. Short game by Distictor. Really don't like that thing dropping on the ground and bouncing, just because that bounce, if it doesn't jump perfectly back into the hands, makes it for a tough reception. And all the Eagles or the Rebels have to do is pounce on it to recover it. But Wildcats are going to be 1st and 10 here. Second quarter, 6:35 left in the second quarter. Wildcats are down by 1, 14-13. Both teams have had the ball twice. Both teams have scored twice. Klender play action pass, drilled right down the field to Kyan Schultz and in and out of his hands. If he would have caught that, there was nothing but green grass in front of him. Second and 10 for the Wildcats. Trips to the far side, one here to the near side. Hand off to Max McGill, looking to cut it back. Right in the hands of Jackson DeWald right there, 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9 for the Wildcats. They're going to come back here. 2 to the near side, 2 to the far side for the Wildcats. 3rd and 9. They've had a lot of success converting on these 3rd down long situations so far this season. Underthrown there by Klunder. A lot of excitement over there on the Rebels side. 4th and 9 for the Wildcats. Wildcats are going to have to punt. First time they've had to punt in 2 weeks, so hopefully Klunder can put a nice one out there and flip the field, make it a long field for the Rebels here with 5:51 left in the second quarter. Good punt there. Number 1 fair catches it. Flowers fair catches that. They'll take over the ball on about the 27-yard line for the Rebels, 1st and 10. Wildcats have the size advantage on the offensive line, to be honest with you. Wildcats are going to switch back to a 4-4. Will Distictor's got to get in there. Wildcats are going to a 4-4 here. Going to switch it up. They're in more of a jumbo here to start the game. Jackson DeWald's not doing anything fancy, just putting his head down and bowling right through the line of scrimmage. So he's 2nd and 3. Nothing fancy by the Rebels. They're just really kind of coming right up the gut against the Wildcats, and these Wildcats just need some guys to step up, start taking care of taking over the line of scrimmage and giving our linebackers a chance to fill the holes. Pitch out to the far side. He's got plenty of running room. Flowers has been a lot of problem. No, that's not Flowers. That's number 3, Joe DeWald with the carry. 1st and 10 for the Rebels.
Joe DeWald with a 20-yard gain on the play. That's another Rebel first down.
Wildcats have to respect that edge game there. Usually the Wildcats do a really nice job at containment. Just got to refocus themselves here. I'm sure they'll make some adjustments at halftime. Halftime is closing in. 4:40 left in the second quarter. Hand off to DeWald. Nope, pitch out here to the near side. Flowers on the near side. Not going to get much. Ryder Cooley with the tackle. 2nd and 2.
Flowers, the ball carrier.
Or 2nd and 8.
Gain to 3 on the play, brought down by Ryder Cole. 2nd down.
Nothing fancy out of the Rebels so far here. Just nobody there for the quarterback. Wildcats are going to get a free one here. Going to get a short gain by the Rebels. That's what the Wildcats needed.
Gained a couple on the play. He's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
3rd and 6 for the Rebels. Here you got to watch something going back to the opposite side. Kind of looks like a little reverse, but it's a design play in their attack for the Rebels. Yeah, watch Joe DeWald here on the near side. Back to pass, good tackle there by Klunder. He really put the lick on him. They're going to go for it here because they're not going to respect the Wildcats defense. Frank Lewis on the reception. 4th and about 6. Rebels are going to go for it. Wildcats just need to keep everything in front of them. Get to the wide side of the field. They're going to go with DeWald up the gut or wide side of the field the other way. Flowers has had a lot of success out there. Joe DeWald has had a little bit. Watch the ball on the defensive line by the Wildcats. The hard count, I would imagine, here by the Rebels. Yep, timeout by Coach Burkhart on the foul side. Wildcats are going to have a little break here to discuss it as well. 3:09 left in the second quarter. We're going to head to a quick commercial break. Thanks for watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Small town living, close to all the big city amenities. The Ridge in Mobile. Just a few minutes from Sioux City, this growing development has affordably priced lots to accommodate any home, as well as move-in ready new homes. The Ridge is adjacent to Mobile's award-winning golf course and features city utilities and an on-site park, all in a vibrant community with an outstanding K-12 school, parks, pool, and more. For available lots, visit theridgemobile.com today. The Ridge in Mobile.
Welcome back here. Wildcats down by 1, 3:09 left in the second quarter. The Rebels have the ball, moving it down the field, have the ball on the Wildcats' 40-yard line. 4th and 6 for the Rebels. Wildcats just have to play the containment game, keep everything in front of them, find Jackson DeWald up the middle because that's where a lot of the issues have come up the middle. Find their guys slipping out to the far side. Short motion there by Flowers. Oh, multiple guys moving there. Flowers with the carry, nowhere to go. Wildcats stop him. 4th and 6, and the Wildcats hang on by Zach Butler and get a turnover on downs there for the Wildcats, just what the doctor ordered. The Wildcats have it 1st and 10 on the 40-yard line of the Wildcats. First and 10 for the Wildcats. Two guys to the far side. Butler's had a ton of success over on that other sideline. McGill, nobody's touching Jackson DeWald. They're letting him have a heyday getting into our backfield. They got to find Jackson DeWald and get a hand on him. We can't let him run free in the backfield. They kind of moved Jackson around. I have not watched any film on the Rebels, but so far he's been a little bit of a problem here for the Wildcats. Got to find him. Wildcats are going to pass here to Kyan Schultzen on the near side. Kyan's going to get a slip pass, fire 3 or 4 of them. Get tackled out of bounds on the Rebels' 47-yard line. First and 10 for the Wildcats. Oh, they're going to call it out about at the 49. First and 10 for the Wildcats on the 49-yard line of the Rebels. Great run by Kyan Schultzen here on the near side of the field. Option there by Plunder. Good block. Will just missed that block there. Gave him free rein on McGill. Going to be 2nd and 11 for the Wildcats. Yeah. Going to have 2 here to the near side, 2 to the far side. Oh, another pass out to Butler. He's had a ton of success. He's going to get tripped up for a short gain, though. It's going to be a gain of 3. Be 3rd and 9 for the Wildcats here. Great game here so far this evening between the Rebels and the Wildcats. 14-13 on the board. Found a little bit of defense on both sides of the field here these last couple possessions. Will DeStichter he is phenomenal at finding an empty space in the middle of the field, right at the first down line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. No, just short of the first down marker. They're going to measure it. They got to measure that. They're going to measure this one. But Will DeStichter does a phenomenal job of just finding an empty space right in the middle of the field and just keeps on moving as the defenders try to defend him. He just finds that open space and just sits on that first down line marker. I mean, this one might not get it, but, you can't complain when you're 3rd and long. They're trying to add a couple extra links to it, but I don't think there's enough there. The Wildcats are going to have a first down from the look of it. Oh, short by a mouse hair, it looks like, from what I can see from this far away. So the Wildcats are going to go for it. 4th down here. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, that's Will DeStichter to a T. I mean, he just knows where to be for that 4th down or first down yard mark. So 4th and a mouse hair here for the Wildcats. Trips to the near side. Run by Plunder. He's going to have more than enough for a first down. Wildcats inside the 30-yard line of the Rebels. First and 10 for the Wildcats. They're lined up again here. Oh, just tipped. Great play by the Rebels. Nothing hurt, though. Nothing hurt for the Wildcats. Just got to play defense. 39.9 seconds left in the second quarter. Wildcats are just got to make a defensive stand here. I'm sure the Rebels are going to make a couple plays, so nothing hurt for the Wildcats there. First and 10 for the Rebels. 39.9 seconds left in the second quarter. Wildcats had a heck of a drive going on there. And he did. Clunder had a wide receiver that was open, just nothing you can do about it. Good timing by the Rebels. Defender stuck his hands up, tipped the ball, and it was intercepted. So nothing hurt there for the Wildcats. They just got to make sure they don't let DeWald slip through the crack here. I'm sure that's what the Rebels are looking for. Nope, they're dropping back to pass. Pump fake. The Stickler's on him like glue. And nowhere to go for the Westwood Rebel defender. You can almost guarantee you're going to see one attempt for DeWald to get the ball here, coming up the middle of the field. Second and 10 here for the Rebels after that attempted pass play. Yep, run there by DeWald. Wildcats have found a way to slow him up. Coach Bramer is calling a timeout. He wants the ball back, give him a chance to give the Wildcats offense a chance to get back on the field here before halftime, hopefully. 3rd and 7.
Timeout on the field called by the Wildcats.
I know this isn't what the Wildcats have experienced here for the first 5 weeks, but there's no problem at all, having a really, really good game plan by the Rebels, forcing a really tough game here by the Wildcats. Wildcats are moving the ball just fine. That pass, that was a tip ball there. That was nothing you really can do as a quarterback. He threw the right ball to the right receiver, went up in the air. Rebel had a guy right there to intercept it. So biggest thing for the Wildcats, if they can stuff them here on 3rd and long, it really gives a chance for the Wildcats with 29 seconds left on the clock in the second quarter. It gives a chance for the Wildcats to get the ball back and try to put one in the end zone before half. DeWald's going to get the call. Nope. Pitch out to the far side. I think another DeWald's going to get that. He's going to have a short gain. It's going to be 4th and about 3. It's going to be 4th and 3. Coach Burkhart has a Coach Bramer's calling a timeout. As soon as that ball is called down, he was calling for a timeout. 16.8 seconds left on the game clock. I'm sure the Rebels are going to try to punt here. I can't imagine them going for it and giving the Wildcats a short field position with only 16 seconds left in the second quarter. Coach Rogers is over there learning some hand singles from the official here on the near side of the field. DeWald's back to punt. McGill's back to receive. Wildcats are going to get another chance here with 16 seconds left on the game clock in the second quarter. Oh, Wildcats are going to get about 6 seconds back on the game clock. 22.2 is what they're calling it. They put more time on the clock. Wildcats got 6 seconds back, so that helps out here as we receive the ball. Back in the second quarter. DeWald's back to kick. The ball's up. It's down, so that helped the Wildcats. 17.1 seconds left here. Second quarter. Wildcats here are going to have Kyan Schultz and Will DeStick Dr. McGill here to the near side. Over to the far side, they're going to have two receivers, Max McGill and Butler. So they're going 5 wide. Butler gets the ball. Nice gain. First down for Butler.
Butler with the reception. Goes out of bounds.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. 12.8 seconds left in the second quarter. Wildcats just need one receiver to find a way to be wide open down the middle of the field. And Drew Klunder has a lot of good vision and usually finds that guy. He's going to have to find a way around here. No, it's going to be incomplete. Frank Lewis with the attempted interception there, but 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. The Rebels are in a complete prevent defense. Oh, just tripped up. Schultzen with the reception. 0.2 seconds left on the game clock. Yep, DeWald's giving the Wildcats a little bit of issues coming off this near side. We're going to stay here before the half. 1.3 seconds left in the second quarter. Halftime here. We'll go some commercial breaks and try to find some scores around the area. Get some updates for you. Been one heck of a football game here in Sloan tonight. The wind is dying down. Temperature's coming down too. It's getting a little chilly. Still shorts weather though. If you talk to Coach Thomas, it might be short weather all the way through the year, but it's short weather here tonight for me. I know that for sure. 3 here to the near side, 1 out there. Butler's all by himself on the far side. He's been the go-to guy, keeping Max McGill in to help with the good pass. Watch out. Ooh, just broken up there by the number 1, Flowers. Wildcats go into halftime down by 1. Rebels 14, Wildcats 13. Wildcats go make some adjustments here at halftime, and we'll be back here after a few commercial breaks, hopefully with some scores updates. We'll give you what we can find, and so far a great first half for both the Westwood Rebels and the Woodbury Central Wildcats.
United Bank of Iowa is proud to support Woodbury Central Sports and ready to be your bank as Iowa's #1 ag bank for the past 17 years. Their experienced ag lenders are ready to help your farm operation succeed for generations to come. United Bank of Iowa is also ready to finance your new home, vehicle, or business. Come to United Bank of Iowa for your child's first savings and checking account and have all the benefits of online and mobile banking. United Bank of Iowa is committed to rural Iowa and the communities we serve. The difference is here at United Bank of Iowa, with offices in 35 locations in West Central Iowa, including the local Mobile office. Member FDIC.
In small town living, close to all the big city amenities. The Ridge in Mobile, just a few minutes from Sioux City. This growing development has affordably priced lots to accommodate any home, as well as move-in ready new homes. The Ridge is adjacent to Mobille's award-winning golf course and features city utilities and an on-site park, all in a vibrant community with an outstanding K-12 school, parks, pool, and more. For available lots, visit theridgemobile.com today. The Ridge in Mobile.
United Bank of Iowa is proud to support Woodbury Central Sports and ready to be your bank as Iowa's #1 ag bank for the past 17 years. Their experienced ag lenders are ready to help your farm operation succeed for generations to come. United Bank of Iowa is also ready to finance your new home, vehicle, or business. Come to United Bank of Iowa for your child's first savings and checking account and have all the benefits of online and mobile banking. United Bank of Iowa is committed to rural Iowa and the communities we serve. The difference is here at United Bank of Iowa, with offices in 35 locations in West Central Iowa, including the local Mobile office, member FDIC.
In small town living, close to all the big city amenities. The Ridge in Mobile, just a few minutes from Sioux City. This growing development has affordably priced lots to accommodate any home, as well as move-in ready new homes. The Ridge is adjacent to Mobille's award-winning golf course and features city utilities and an on-site park, all in a vibrant community with an outstanding K-12 school, parks, pool, and more. For available lots, visit theridgemobile.com today. The Ridge in Mobile.
Welcome back here. Heading into halftime, Wildcats down by 1 to the Rebels, 14-13. Let's see if we can find some more scores here around the area. Boyden Hall, Rock Valley 7, Sioux Center 6, West Sioux 35, Ridgeview 0 in the second quarter. Harlan Cyclones 33, Atlantic 0 at half. Webster City 21, Lamar's Bulldogs 7 in the second quarter. West Lyon 35, Okoboji 0 at half. Mount Ayr 22, St. Albert's Council Bluffs 3 in the second quarter. Denison Schleswig 42, Storm Lake 0 in the second quarter. Spirit Lake 21, Esterville Lincoln Central 0 second quarter. At half, Sergeant Bluff Luton 7, MOC Floyd Valley 6. At half, Logan Magnolia 15, IKM Manning 12. Second quarter, Waukee Northwest 17, Sioux City East 0. No score update on Tri-Center and Lawton Bronson. Kingsley Pearson 24, Glidden Ralston 8. West Hancock 12 at half over Hartley Melvin Sanborn 6 for Hartley Melvin Sanborn. That is all the score updates I have right this time. Western Christian 38, Sibley Ocheyedan 0. Odawote, Arthur, Battle Creek, Ida Grove 41, Pocahontas area 0. MMCRU 16, Alta Aurelia 6. And that actually is all the score updates I have at this point in time. So no real surprises out there that I can see so far. Actually, if you're looking at it, the score of this game would be the most surprising, I would think, around the area, with the Rebels up over the Wildcats 14-13. The Wildcats have made some adjustments on the defensive side of the ball to make it a little bit more difficult for the Rebels. The Rebels really haven't had an answer for the Wildcats offense. Had an interception there on a tipped ball as the Wildcats were driving down in the end of the second quarter, but so far it looks like the Wildcats, if they can shore up the defensive side of the ball, they're going to have some success in the second half. So we're going to take a quick break here as we continue with about 12 minutes and 30 seconds left at halftime. I think they asked for a little extended halftime here for the Rebels. It is homecoming this evening, and they're announcing their homecoming court across the other side of the field. We are sitting on the visiting side of the field tonight. They're out of space in their crow's nest, so we took the option to run a long extension cord from power and set up here on our own on the visiting sidelines to be with our Woodbury Central Wildcat fans here in Sloan. So appreciate the help of my wife, Candy Klingensmith, doing the camera duties tonight. It's helpful to have somebody assist me. It's a lot of moving parts. It probably doesn't seem like much, but there's just a lot of different things that are going on for if it was a one-man crew. So it's nice to have a second person help out. I wanted to remind everybody, tomorrow is Fall Fest here there at the Woodbury County Fairgrounds to support the Old Town. They've been working on that here all this week and probably a few weeks before that, but a lot of work goes into that, but it's a really neat event. Take your kids out there. Make sure you get out there for around dinner time to enjoy the meal. And all the money that's raised for that goes back to Old Town for the week of the fair to support that all the little different events that they have go on at Old Town. So get out there. There is a drive-in movie that will go on about dusk. So a trick-or-treating, I think, is going on in the campground area sometime tomorrow afternoon. So if you don't have nothing going on tomorrow night, make sure you get out to Mulville, the Woodbury County Fairgrounds, and enjoy Fall Fest. It's a really neat event, and be nice to go out and support that so they continue building on the Old Town events that they have for the kids during the week of the fair.
Riley McDonald, Kala Gemberling,
out on the field right now is the Westwood Rebel drill team, it looks like. The camera lady is taking a break here, so we're not tracking the action on the field at this moment. So you'll get to see it as it takes part between the 45 and the 45, but if they move off that, it's going to be tough to keep in the view. the Rebels dance team completed their performance without any music and stayed pretty much in unison the entire time. So very nice job by the Rebels dance team. Great crowd tonight, both sides. Homecoming week for the Rebels. They have a great turnout on the opposite side. Wildcats brought a nice crowd here. Also for tonight's game, the wind has kind of died down compared to the way it started, but the temps came down along with it. 2:12 left on the halftime clock here. Wildcats are coming back to the field here for the second half. The Wildcats will be kicking off to start the second half, so they'll be on defense. Be really great if the Wildcats come out and make a big defensive stand and get the ball back in their hands. Start marching down the field here in the second half. Looks like the Rebels are coming out as well to follow, so we're going to be back in action here real quick. I imagine they'll let this clock expire and then put 2 more minutes on for a warm-up clock, so it might be just a little while before the Wildcats and the Rebels start playing again, but your Wildcats are coming out here to start the second half after a quick halftime break. Wildcats are going to, I believe they're going to be kicking to the south end of the wind here to start the second half of football. So they have the wind in the third or fourth quarter. For the Rebels so far, based off their offensive attack, they really don't care which direction they go in. They're seeing some success on the ground, and I bet you Coach Burkhart plans on trying that game plan for the second half. Wildcats did switch into their 4-4 defense, which they've always had a lot of success running a 4-4, and I imagine Coach Bramer will continue to do that. Just need a little bit of edge support to slow down the Rebels. That's kind of where they're getting the Wildcats on the edges here, sucking them in. You really do have to respect Jackson DeWald, in the middle of the field with the ball, but you can't have everybody in there. You just really need to let those middles take care of it between Max and Ryder Cooley. Take care of the business in the middle and kind of clean up with DeWalt, and then the edges need to contain and keep everything pushed back in that direction or stretching out to the sideline. So I'm sure that was discussed at halftime with the Wildcats to make it difficult to get around the edges. So that's where the Rebels have kind of had some success on 3rd and long, is kind of some option plays back to the opposite side of the wide side of the field, and Wildcats have been sucked in a little bit too far and can't get out there to push him to the sideline. So that probably was discussed at half. The Wildcats offensively, I don't really think there's much to make adjustments on. They'll probably tweak a little things, how they're blocking. DeWald coming in when he's on the defensive end, he kind of creates a little different monster on that when he's not at linebacker, when he's on defensive line. On those passing situations, you really got to respect his ability there. So I'm sure they talked about that, and I imagine once they shore that up, that really will keep the offense open like it has been in the first half. So. Wildcats getting ready to kick off here to start the second half. Reblets here on the near sideline getting his ankle taped.
The Wildcats will be kicking off to the Rebels.
Butler set up to kick off here. Start the second half. Ball is up. It is down. Good hit there. Nice, solid contact between the Wildcat and the Rebels. Looks like that was number 5, Keaton Gernhardt, with the tackle there for the Wildcats. 1st and 10 for the Rebels. Rebels will start out on their own 32-yard line, 1st and 10. Like I said, you're probably not going to see many adjustments. Wildcats, like I said, will be in the 4-4. I'm sure they talked to their safeties and their DBs about stretching it to the side of the field. DeWald with the ball. Wildcats right what they needed to do. That's exactly what they needed to do. If you look who's going to get up off the ball there, it's going to be the linebackers. Kyan Schultzen and Ryder Cooley right there. It's going to be 2nd down for the Rebels. Call it 2nd and 9. Gain of 1 for the Rebels. Rebels have DeWald out there, Joe DeWald, the younger DeWald out there to the far sidelines. Joe DeWald. Run again for DeWald. Wildcats are stuffing him right at the line of scrimmage just like they needed to do. 3rd and long for the Rebels. It's going to be 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8. This has been a pass play typically by the Rebels. They've gone wide receiver to the far side, one to the near side. They found a couple different guys so far this game at wide receiver. You can't overthink it, make it difficult. Haveman out to the far side. Frank Lewis here to the near side. Motion, Flowers, DeWald. Nice play there by the Joe DeWald. There's going to be a hold there, I believe, or a block in the back. Wildcats are going to get saved here. Holding, block, yes. Good call by the official. The white cap made that call. That was on number 1, Flowers. It's going to be called back. It's a big penalty for the Rebels. It's a 10-yard penalty. It's going to be 3rd and 10 here for the Rebels. Wildcats have struggled on some of that option coming here to the near side. They've gotten sucked in there. They're concentrated so much on DeWald to stuff him, which has to be done. There's no doubt about it. But wide side. Wildcats have deuces to the far side, one here to the near side. DeWald in the backfield. Back to pass. Pass play. Need to put some hammers on. Pick 6 here. Are we going to get a pick 6 here by Klunder? He's going to cut back. He's going to... Nice run there by Drew Klunder. Wildcats are going to take over on the 15-yard line of the Rebels. Great play by Drew Klunder. He gets one back from the Rebels. Gave one up in the first half. Gets it back in the second half. Wildcats are right on the verge of scoring here to start the second quarter. Just what the doctor ordered again here for the Wildcats. Great play by Klunder, sat back on it, let that ball get up in the air, took off, undercut the receiver, made the play, and away he went. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Trips here to the near side, one to the far side. Max McGill going to get the ball, going to hammer right up the great contact there between the Rebels and the Wildcats. Looks like it's going to be a gain of about 2.
DeWald and McDonald.
Two hard-nosed kids there, head and button heads there between Max McGill and Jackson DeWald. DeWald's on that D inside, right where on the Rebels defensive line. Wildcats play action pass. We're going to get called for a holding. Should throw another flag there. That was a late hit on the quarterback, but he doesn't have enough handkerchiefs. Going to get called for a cut block. Going to be a penalty on the Wildcats. Going to be second down. And very long for the Wildcats, but that really hasn't affected the Wildcats' offense very often this season. It'll be about 2nd and 22. Maybe more. 2nd and about 27, maybe. Great hit there on Max McGill by number 10, Frank Lewis. That was a bad hit. That was about as close to helmet as he possibly could find. Ryder Cooley in at running back for Max McGill. I guess we found a trainer. We've had some injured Wildcats here on the near side. Oh, in and out of the hands of Zach Butler, but nothing hurt there for the Wildcats. It's going to be 4th down and long for the Wildcats. Max McGill does not want to be seen by this trainer here on the near side. He's doing everything in his power to get away from him. Plunders back to pass. Nice catch and pass and catch there by Kyan Schultzen. Still up off the ground. He's going to have enough for a first down, is he? He is going to be right there on the line of scrimmage. If it's nothing else, it's going to be close. Great effort. Second effort by Kyan Schultzen there for the Wildcats. Oh, it's going to be a holding call against the Wildcats. It's going to be 4th and long. Wildcats are probably going to have to punt here now. Wildcats probably are going to look to pin them deep. It's going to be fourth and 35. It looks like. No, they're going to take the ball right there. Wow, they're going to make a decision to take the ball. Wow, that is a crazy decision by the Westwood Rebels. They're going to take the ball inside their own 10-yard line. They're going to take the ball instead of letting the Wildcats punt and see if they can have one pop in the end zone to get it on their 20. They're going to take it on their inside the 10-yard line. Wildcats will take that. That's for darn sure. I know I wouldn't have made that decision, but I'm not coaching the football game. 1st and 10 for the Rebels. Second possession of the second half for the Rebels. Pitch out there to the far side. They got room. It's going to have a nice gain there. Gain about 8 yards, it looks like, by Flowers.
Brought down by Zach Butler.
Butler with the tackle.
Gain of 7 on the play, brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 2 for the Rebels.
Ball spotted at the 15-yard line.
Max McGill still down here by the trainer. Quarterback Cape. Oh my gosh, he just ducking and ducking. The Wildcats are shooting for the tackle with their eyes closed here. Going to have to open up.
And it's a Rebel first down.
1st and 10 for the Rebels. So here the Wildcats have Gilbert in there at linebacker for Max McGill. Colby Gilbert, Jr. Run by DeWald. Short game for DeWald. Going to be 2nd down and 8.
DeWald, the ball carrier. Getting 3 on the play, 2nd down.
Second and 8 here if Wildcats need a good stand. Make it 3rd and long. Got to watch for the edges there. Flowers has been successful on the far side with those little pitch option plays. Another run by DeWald. Wildcats hold him up for a short gain. Going to be 3rd and about 4 yards here for the Rebels.
2-yard gain on the play. Jackson DeWald, the ball carrier. Ball spotted at the 35-yard line.
3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 for the Rebels. Max McGill's trying to get the okay from the CNOS athletic trainer. Looks like he's winning the battle over there on the sidelines. A handoff, pitch, run. Going to be a 1st down for the Rebels. 1st and 10. Top the ball carrier there. Max McGill's back in for the Wildcats.
Brought down by the Stickler. 1st down, Rebels.
First and 10 for the Rebels. Jackson DeWald with a huge gain, just cutting the heart right out of the Wildcats' interior defensive front. 1st and 10 for the Rebels.
15-yard gain on the play. Jackson DeWald, the ball carrier. That's another Rebel 1st down.
First and 10 for the Rebels here. Another good gain by Jackson DeWald of 15 yards. Wildcats just have not found the answer to stop the Rebels, to get them in behind the sticks here. Another run by DeWald. He is out. He is just fighting every which way. That play has gained the Rebels a lot of yards. Another gain of 11 yards for the Westwood Rebels. Nothing fancy so far here by Westwood Rebels. They're just gouging the Wildcats for 10 yards a pop here the last 3 plays. Wildcats got to find an answer to that here. Running right at the heart of the Wildcats' defensive front. Right over Aiden McCormick there on the far side. Aiden McCormick is going to get, they're going to give it again to him. He's cutting back. We're just getting throttled right there. Wildcats are going to have to make some adjustments here in the interior side of the ball. Going to have to throw some new blood in there.
After an 8-yard gain by DeWald.
Another 8-yard gain by DeWald there. Going to be 2nd and 2. This is not what the Wildcats needed. 5:07 left in the 3rd period. 3rd quarter here for the game between the Wildcats and the Rebels. Just right up the gut. Ball's on the ground. Wildcats get a break in the action. Eric McGill right there with the fumble recovery. Wildcats take over. 1st and 10 for the Woodbury Central Wildcats. Just what we needed here. Get the ball heading back in the right direction for your Wildcats. Just got DeWald to pop that one loose, cough it up there, and give a chance. Wildcats get their offense back on the field, just what they needed. .447 left in the third quarter here for the Wildcats. Wildcats getting ready to drive down the field. Pass out here again to Butler. Butler's got room. He's got the answer. Great run by Zach Butler. Another first down for the Wildcats. No yellow handkerchiefs on the field. Wildcats have got the offense a clicking. Here we go. Line back up. First and 10 for the Wildcats. Trips to the far side. Butler still here to the near side. He has been hot tonight. Run to Max McGill. He's going to put the hammer down and get a gain of 1. Copeland just missed the block here on the near side, or Max McGill had all kinds of running room if that block was made. Wildcats are just missing one little key block just to open up the running game for the Wildcats. Just can't get it clicking quite like they have in the past. Kyan Schultzen again on the far side. Good run by Kyan Schultzen right up the sidelines. Great action over there for the Wildcats. It's going to be 3rd and about 1 yard for the Wildcats here on the second drive of the game. 3rd and 1 here for the Wildcats. Trips to the near side. Butler, McGill, and DeStichter. That leaves Kyan Schultzen over there to the far side on an island by himself. Max McGill in the backfield. Going to be a run play here by Klunder. He's going to cut it up. He's going to have enough for the first down. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
Klunder, the ball carrier.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats here. On their own 47-yard line. Butler again going to get the call. He's going to have another nice gain. Just dancing around, getting a gain of 5 or 6 there for the Wildcats. 2nd and 4 for the Wildcats here. Second and 4 for the Wildcats. Wildcats are just using Butler many ways tonight. He's having a lot of success. Trips to the far side. Butler here to the near side. Klunder calling for the snap. Play action. Nice pass there. The Butler just overthrew. Will was wide open on the side. We had numbers on the far side of the field between Will and Kyan Schultzen. One safety on the high side. The corner let Kyan fly by. So actually the corner went with the Stichter. The safety stayed up, it looks like. So Cats have numbers on the wide side. Rebels are one high. Should have numbers on the far side. Should have some options over there. There it is, Will DeStichter. The man, Will DeStichter, in the middle of the field. He is one dangerous person in the middle of the football field. He is one dangerous receiver in the middle of the football field. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Cats are staying trips to the far side. Klunder's calling for the snap. Oh, little he has the sidelines. Drew Klunder going down the side, cuts it back. First down for the Wildcats inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal for the Wildcats. 1st and goal from the Wildcats inside the 5-yard line, about on the 4. First and goal for the Wildcats. Trips again to the far side. We found a little bit of something's in sync here. Coaches are going to stick with it. Max McGill going to have a nice gain. Be second and about inside the 1 yard line, second and inches. Wildcats are lining up here again. Second and inside the 1. Going to run Max McGill again. Hard-nosed Max McGill trucks it into the end zone. Wildcats in for 6. Cats got to go for 2 here. Cats take the lead, 19-14. Looking to convert here for a 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone for 2. Eric McGill. Drew Klunder points it right at the pylon, and Eric McGill stretches out and reels it in for a 2-point conversion. Wildcats go up 21-14. We're going to head to a quick commercial break. Thanks for watching Fuller Digital Solutions. Welcome back after Wildcats convert on that 2-point conversion from Drew Klunder to Eric McGill right in the corner of the end zone. Thought I had a replay capture set up, but had some issues with the live stream here when we were getting going, and to be honest with you, I limited the amount of things I set up to capture. I did not get that replay on the screen, but I just set it up, so if we have a big play like that again, I am hoping I'm able to get that on the live stream the next time. So kickoff by Zach Butler. It's down. Whew. Thank you. Right what the Wildcats wanted. Wildcats need a big defensive stand here. They've got the momentum shifted back to their direction. Now they need a big defensive stand. Take control of this game for the Wildcats. Rebels line up with a receiver out to the far side. They've had a lot of success in this look here. Wildcats need to stop this little Jackson DeWald here on this little run play. Right up the gut again. Jackson DeWald. We're going to have movement on the offensive side, it looks like. Wildcats are going to push him back for 5. Legal shift. Well, going to be a penalty for the Rebels. This is not what the Rebels need. They like the 3 to 4 yard carries, keep it in front of the sticks. Now they're back behind the sticks. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Rebels. Wildcats really need McCormick to plug up that middle right where they're running at. He just needs to get in the way, give the linebackers a chance to fill that hole. Going to be a nice gain there by DeWald. A gain of about 6 by DeWald. Be 2nd and 9. Jackson DeWald's the ball carrier. Second and 9. Wildcats just got to watch this stuff to the edges. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Shift over. It's going to the far side. It's going to the far side. Number one's getting it. Nope, he's come to a pass. Ball, intercept this ball. Oh, no. Butler lets him slide right underneath him. Joe DeWald with the tackle. He is down. Hopefully he's okay. He's got a cramp, it looks like. Joe DeWald's got a cramp. Good catch by DeWald. Joe DeWald, I believe he's just a sophomore. Yep, Joe DeWald's a sophomore for the Rebels. Jackson's younger brother. That is not what the Wildcats, they had them exactly where they wanted them. They had them 1st and 15, 2nd and 9, and then gave up a big pass play. I thought it was coming to Flowers here on the near side. The way he was lined up, I could tell he was going out for a pass. He was pointed out toward the sidelines. Knew he was taking off down the seam. I just didn't see with the other side. It was basically 2 seam passes. They all ran straight verts. We're right where we need to be. They're not even blocking that. We need to just find number 5. Just find number 5. Second and 6. 2nd and 6 for the Rebels. Levi Davis coming off the field slowly. Not sure what happened to them. DeWald with the carry again. Wildcats stopping for a short gain. Going to be a third and 3. 3rd and 4 here. Gain of 2. That's the end of the third quarter. Wildcats lead 21-14. We're going to head to a quick commercial break. We'll be back. Thanks for watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
United Bank of Iowa is proud to support Woodbury Central Sports and ready to be your bank as Iowa's #1 ag bank for the past 17 years. Their experienced ag lenders are ready to help your farm operation succeed for generations to come. United Bank of Iowa is also ready to finance your new home, vehicle, or business. Come to United Bank of Iowa for your child's first savings and checking account and have all the benefits of online and mobile banking. United Bank of Iowa is committed to rural Iowa and the communities we serve. The difference is here at United Bank of Iowa with offices in 35 locations in West Central Iowa, including the local Mobile office, member FDIC. United Bank of Iowa is proud to support Woodbury Central Sports and ready to be your bank as Iowa's #1 ag bank for the past 17 years. Their experienced ag lenders are ready to help your farm operation succeed for generations to come. United Bank of Iowa is also ready to finance your new home, vehicle, or business. Come to United Bank of Iowa for your child's first savings and checking account and have all the benefits of online and mobile banking. United Bank of Iowa is committed to rural Iowa and the communities we serve. The difference is here at United Bank of Iowa with offices in 35 locations in West Central Iowa, including the local Mobile office, member FDIC.
Welcome back. Start of the fourth quarter here. 3rd and 4 for the Rebels. Run by DeWald again. Fourth down and 2. Fourth and a long one. I'm calling it 4th and 2. Wildcats need a big play here. You need a big play here by the Wildcats defensive line. Got to stand those guys up. Interior guys have to fill those holes. Let the linebackers come and just smack that middle ball carrier up the middle here for the Wildcats. Jackson DeWald stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be first down and 10 for the Wildcats. Great play by the Wildcats. Exactly what they needed there on that 4th and 2 by the Rebels. Great defensive play, line play there by the Wildcats. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Great defensive line play there. That's exactly, we need that effort every time out of the defensive line. When they put that effort in, they're dangerous. They are dangerous. Schultzen here with the catch. Nice play by Kyan Schultzen. Great gain by Kyan Schultzen. No yellow handkerchiefs on the field. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats, making the drive right down the field. All the Wildcats need is the ball in their hands. They've had a lot of success tonight on offense. All they need is that ball on the side of in their hands. Trips to the far side to Stichter, McGill, Butler, Kyan Schultzen all by himself here. DB is shading to the inside. Could have Kyan Schultzen wide open on the sidelines here. That DB shading way to the inside. That's offsides on the Wildcats. Had them a little excited there. Be 1st and 15. 1st and 15 for the Wildcats. Down and distance has not been a big problem this season for the Wildcats. These guys just keep their composure, keep on playing football. Don't really matter. Having a weapon like Will DeStichter that knows exactly where to get to that first down line marker is just so nice to have. Oh, right over there to Butler. Butler with a great gain. He's going to get it all back. It's going to be 2nd and 5 for the Wildcats. Butler with a gain of 10. 2nd and 5. Long 4, short 5 for the Wildcats. Trips back here to the near side. Butler's all by himself over there. McGill in the backfield. Play action. There he is. Will DeStichter wide open. Oh, just over his fingertips to Will DeStichter. Great pass. We have him wide open in the middle of the field there. Nothing hurt for the Wildcats. 3rd and a long 4, short 5 yards for the Wildcats. That's exactly what we needed to do. Stretch that field out. We have a lot of weapons so far this game on getting that short gain when we need it. Third and 5 for the Wildcats. Wildcats looking for a timeout here by Coach Bramer. Coaches want to discuss this. We're going to head to a quick commercial break. Thanks for watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Small town living, close to all the big city amenities. The Ridge in Mobile, just a few minutes from Sioux City. This growing development has affordably priced lots to accommodate any home, as well as move-in ready new homes. The Ridge is adjacent to Mobille's award-winning golf course and features city utilities and an on-site park, all in a vibrant community with an outstanding K-12 school, parks, pool, and more. For available lots, visit theridgemobile.com today. The Ridge in Mobile.
Welcome back here. 4th quarter, 9:47 left in the 4th quarter. Wildcats lead 21-14. Great defensive stand there on that last defensive series by the Wildcats. Defensive lineman came through huge on that play. Just blew up the Rebels' offensive line. Had a great stop on Jackson DeWald. Exactly what they needed to do. So 3rd and short here for the Wildcats. Trips to the near side. Butler over there to the far side. Rebels are playing man, one high safety. Not respecting the Wildcats' deep passing game as much as I think they should, but Wildcats will take it. They're going to go and they're going to keep support. Oh, Kyan Schultzen open in the middle of the field. He is going down. He is going to walk into the end zone for 6. Wildcats on the board for another 6 points. 27-14. Wildcats take the demanding lead here in the 4th quarter. Butler going to be setting up for an extra point. That middle of the field's wide open. I tell you what, that's why you can't play a one high safety when you have 4 options at wide receiver. One heck of a play by Kyan Schultzen. Great pass by Drew Klunder. Up, this miss, dang it. 27-14. Wildcats do not convert the extra point. 9:38 left in the fourth quarter. Wildcats lead 27-14. We're going to head to a quick commercial break. Thanks for watching Fuller Digital Solutions. Welcome back here. Fourth quarter, 9:38 left. Wildcats lead 27-14 after a great touchdown pass from Drew Klunder to Kyan Schultz, and as he zigzagged his way through many defenders of the Rebels to reach the end zone for the Wildcats. Set up to kick now for the Wildcats, Zach Butler. Wildcats have just looked very impressive on offense tonight. Wildcats get a nice special teams effort there by the Wildcats. Landon Steinhoff on the reception there for the Rebels. Wildcats need one more big defensive stand here. And then if they can convert and put another one in the end zone for this, that pretty much puts the thorn right into the side of the Rebels if the Wildcats can get up by 3 scores. Wildcats have adjusted. They're in a 5 front now. Motion, short jog motion. Wow, great defensive effort by the Wildcats there for a no gain on first down for the Rebels. Second and 10. Second and 10 for the Rebels. Wildcats have to look at a couple different things here. They've had a lot of success running that little option to the far side. It's like kind of a pitch option to the far side of the field to either Joe DeWald or to Flowers has been the other running back. It's going to be a delay of game, I believe, against the Rebels. Loss of 5 yards. Going to be a loss of 5, so it'll be 2nd and 15 here. Now there's a lot of decisions. It does make it tough on the defensive side of the ball just because, when the Rebels, in their typical offense, you're really focused on that run game. Now you got to watch for running backs out of the backfield coming up the seams. So, your free safety's got to pick those guys up, or your DBs if they come out toward the flats. So it does make it a little bit more difficult. Run here by DeWald. He's going to get 4 back. Going to be 3rd and 11.
5-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11. This is probably going to be, you got to look at a pass play here. 8:13 left in the game clock. Fourth quarter, Wildcats lead 27-14, and it has not been easy for the Wildcats. Offensively, they've had a ton of success, but defensively, the Rebels have controlled the possession, I would imagine, the time of possession, which has kept the Wildcats offense off the field. Here it is, 3rd down, hand off to DeWald. DeWald does get a good gain. It's going to be 4th and about 7 for the Rebels. Coach Burkhart has a lot of decisions here to make. He's still got plenty of time on the game clock, but boy, if he gives the ball over here to the Wildcats, gives them a short field, that really, they're going for it. This does not surprise me one bit on Coach Burkhart. He's going to call timeout. to talk about it, but he is going to go for it. He's going to try to pull one out of his sleeve on 4th down here to see if he can convert. Wildcats going to head to a timeout here. 7:20 left in the 4th quarter. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Thanks for watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
United Bank of Iowa is proud to support Woodbury Central Sports and ready to be your bank as Iowa's #1 ag bank for the past 17 years. Their experienced ag lenders are ready to help your farm operation succeed for generations to come. United Bank of Iowa is also ready to finance your new home, vehicle, or business. Come to United Bank of Iowa for your child's first savings and checking account and have all the benefits of online and mobile banking. United Bank of Iowa is committed to rural Iowa and the communities we serve. The difference is here at United Bank of Iowa with offices in 35 locations in West Central Iowa, including the local Mobile office, member FDIC.
Welcome back here. Long 4th down play for the Rebels. They got some decisions to make. Are they going to take a chance and go for it on 4th and long and give the Wildcats a short field if they do turn it over on downs? Or are they going to punt it? Nope, they're going for it. They are going for it. They're going to have 2 here to the near side, 1 wide receiver to the far side. Don't just think this is a pass play. Jackson DeWalt is in the backfield. They might got a spy on him. I'm sure Max McGill spying on DeWalt. Motion. Pass. Number 1 is wide open in the middle. It's going to be short. It is going to be short. It's going to be down. He's going to be a yard short. He is going to be 1 yard short. It's going to be a turnover on downs. The Rebels are giving it back to the Wildcats on their own 45-yard lines. Wildcats are going to take over 1st and 10, heading in the right direction for the Wildcats. There is no reason to measure that. It is down well short of the 1st down marker. Whoa, they did give him one heck of a spot on the other side of the field. I did not notice that. They must have chip shotted it forward a couple times to get that. I don't know. They're probably going to have enough here. It is going to be short. It's going to be a half yard short. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Wildcats hold. Wildcats are lined up here already. Trips to the near side. I'm sure they're going to go back to this. The Rebels are staying to a 1 high safety. They got to bring over more help to the near side here when they have a wide side of the field. They're leaving that free safety on an island. And he just doesn't have the ability to cover all the weapons the Wildcats have. Cats are lined up here. Trips to the near side. Plunders back to pass. Has McGill wide open in the middle of the field. Throws it up to the Stichter. Cats stretch the field there again. Second and 10 for the Wildcats. Hand off to McGill. McGill's going to eat him up for a huge gain for Max McGill. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Haven't used Max McGill for quite a few plays. Found the Rebels sleeping there for a nice gain for Max McGill. That is what the Wildcats needed. It's going to open up that passing game again. Now the run for Max McGill. This is what the Cats needed. This just keeps that clock rolling. Be a nice gain for Max.
McGill again, the running back. Aiden McDonald.
Looks like a gain of 4. Going to be 2nd and 6.
Gain 5 on the play. It's 2nd
Wildcats are going to eat him up here again on this bubble to Kyan Schultz. He breaks through to the end zone. Another touchdown for the Wildcats. Kyan Schultz for a touchdown. Wildcats go up 33-14 here, dominating the second half of football for the over the Rebels. Wildcats lead 33-14, going for 2. Here to go up by 3 touchdowns for the Wildcats if they can convert on this 2-point conversion. Clunder's back. 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Calls for the snap. Sending Max McGill out. Gonna get in pressure. Zips it in there. Kyan Schultz reels it in and just slips out of his hands. Did not complete for the 2-point conversion. Cats lead 33-14. 6:10 left in the fourth quarter. We're gonna head to a quick commercial break. Thanks for watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Small town living, close to all the big city amenities. The Ridge in Mobile, just a few minutes from Sioux City. This growing development has affordably priced lots to accommodate any home, as well as move-in ready new homes. The Ridge is adjacent to Mobille's award-winning golf course and features city utilities and an on-site park, all in a vibrant community with an outstanding K-12 school, parks, pool, and more. For available lots, visit theridgemobile.com today. The Ridge in Mobile.
Welcome back here. 6:10 left in the fourth quarter. Wildcats lead 33-14. Converted on a nice touchdown pass from Drew Clunder to Kyan Schultz. Again for the second touchdown of the second half for Schultz. Just look and see if I can get some updated scores here for you. Wow. Let's see. Boynton Hall, Rock Valley, and Sioux Center are knotted up at 14. Kickoff by Butler. Down there. Going to be down on about the 33-yard line is Steinhoff. I think that's a Steinhoff that received that again. Number 35. He caught the last one. Wildcats have found their low answer, kicking off that short kickoff. Going back to scores. See what else I can find down here. West Hancock 31. Hartley Melvin Sanborn 18. Spirit Lake 45. Esterville 0. Logan Magnolia, 29. IKM Manning, 18. Mount Ayr, 43. St. Albert's, 3. Wildcats lined up in a 4-4. Little pitch. Got it. Joe DeWald with the carry. Not very many places for him. Going to be second and... Second and 8 for... Second 8 here for the Rebels. Hinton, 14. Akron at 7. That was at half. Galen Catholic, 7. South O'Brien, 6. That was a halftime score. I'm sure it's well past halftime. Denison Soshlig, 42. Storm Lake, 0. Wow, Kingsley Pearson hangs 70 on Glidden Ralston. 70-28 was the score on that game. Back to passes. Number 12. Top. Nice play by Will DeStichter. I know Will DeStichter is a heck of a baseball player, and he's going to have a lot of success in baseball, but there's going to be some college coaches that are hoping he changes his mind and goes to the next level and plays some football, because I'll tell you what, he is one heck of a football player too. He is fun to watch. Harlan 54, Atlantic 7, West Sioux 35-0 final over Ridgeview. West Lyon 49, Okoboji 7 final. Western Christian 45, Sibley Cheaton 0. That's a final score. Oldebot Arthur over Pocahontas 62-0. Lined up for the Rebels. 3rd and 8. Back to pass. Caught in there by number 2. Tackled right at as he catches it by Drew Clunder. Going to be 4th down to 2 or 3. It looks like 4th and 3. Gain of 5. 4th and 4. 4th and 3. I'm calling it 4th and 3. The announcer's calling it 4th and 4. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Marcus Marion Clakern 23, Alta Aurelia 20, fourth quarter. That's about all the updates I can see right now. Fourth down and 4-3 for the Rebels. They're going to run Jackson DeWald one more time. He is not going to get it. He's going to turn it over on downs. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. First and 10 for the Wildcats. 4:34 in the fourth quarter. Wildcats lead 33-14. Wow, the Wildcats, that was a great first half of football, but boy, they made some adjustments at halftime and just have dominated the second half of this football game. Cooley met right in the backfield by Jackson DeWald. You will not see Jackson DeWald stop until that final buzzer goes off. He's a really good kid. A lot of respect for Jackson. Hard-working kid, great wrestler. Going on multiple college visits. Looking to wrestle in college. Will DeStichter, the quick pitch to the far side. Will's going to look to get some running room. He gets up the sidelines. He's going to have a short gain of about 4 or 5.
Will DeStichter knocked out of bounds by Flowers.
With 3rd and 8.
About a 5-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
3:46 left on the game clock. 3rd and 8. Wildcats are looking to convert this. Batted down right back at Drew Klunder. Nothing he could do about that. Fourth down here. Coach Bramer's deciding what he wants to do. Cats are going to go for it on 4th and 8. 3:42 left on the game clock. Fourth and 8. Wildcats get a free 5. It's going to be 4th and 3. Now, for surely, Wildcats are going to go for it. Wildcats are back here on the trips. This has been a problem for the Rebels. This is when you can see McGill's been open. Eric McGill's been open. DeStichter's been open. Kyan Schultzen scored out of this set for the Wildcats, especially when you see this defensive scheme for the Rebels. Same play. Just oh man, oh if they can get it. Yep, there's the man. There's Will DeStichter finding open space. I'll tell you what. Will DeStichter's a heck of a football player, heck of a baseball player, but he can play college football if he would want to do that. Having that instinct's tough to come by. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. And I say that really loosely, but that is really difficult to have that instinct for a wide receiver, just to find open space and to consistently find open space and be there and come back toward the quarterback as the play's developing. That's very, very impressive. Trips to the far side. Cooley with the ball, fouling his lineman. Great gain by Ryder Cooley. Wow, Wildcats are just really, really taking it to the Rebels here in the second half. It's going to be 2nd and 1. It looks like 2nd and 1 or 2nd and 2. On about the 4-yard line, it looks like, of the Rebels. Coaches are really taking on the play clock they possibly can to try to run this clock down. wide open up the gut for Ryder Cooley for 6. Great play by the Wildcats. Coaches are calling her night tonight up here in the box. They're going to head to the side of the field. They're not thinking it was pretty, but they got 40 on the board almost tonight, so they can't be too sad about that. Only giving up 14 to a really good, Wildcats had to kind of wear them down to kind of take control of this game, but second half really, it is up and good. Wildcats do get to 40. Keep their 40 points per game average alive. Great game here by the Wildcats. 40-14. 2:19 left on the game clock. We're going to head to a quick commercial break. We'll be back. Thanks for watching Fuller Digital Solutions. On the Countryman Financial scoreboard, you can see the Wildcats leading 40-14 here, dominating the second half of football. Really played a great offensive game of football. Took the defense a little bit of time to make some adjustments here, but come the second half, it's just been really good football for the Wildcats. Set up to kick off is Butler. Nice kick. Great contact there. Wow. Oh, Carter Black there with the good hit for the Wildcats. Great hit by Carter Black. Sticking his nose right in there. Great job by the senior. Aiden McDonald was on the reception end of that blow by Carter Black. 2:13 left on the game clock. Wildcats just fun to watch here this season. And tonight's game was no exception to the excitement we've seen week in and week out. It was actually more enjoyable for a guy like me. I like just watching good football, and the past couple of games, first 5 games of the year have just kind of been pretty much one-sided for the Wildcats. This game was a heck of a game plan in the first half by the Rebels. Wildcats made some adjustments, and they're going to come out on top tonight, but it was not easy to get there, that's for sure, which is exactly what the Wildcats needed. So we're going to head to a quick commercial break again. We'll be back. Thanks for watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
United Bank of Iowa is proud to support Woodbury Central Sports and ready to be your bank. As Iowa's #1 ag bank for the past 17 years, their experienced ag lenders are ready to help your farm operation succeed for generations to come. United Bank of Iowa is also ready to finance your new home, vehicle, or business. Come to United Bank of Iowa for your child's first savings and checking account and have all the benefits of online and mobile banking. United Bank of Iowa is committed to rural Iowa and the communities we serve. The difference is here at United Bank of Iowa, with offices in 35 locations in West Central Iowa, including the local Mobile office, member FDIC.
Welcome back here. 2:13 left on the game clock. Rebels called a timeout there. Not sure what Coach Burkhart was looking for, but I'm sure it's going to look like he's set up to throw the ball around here. Pitch out to DeWald. DeWald's got some running room. Looks like Schultzen's down over there on the far side. A little big, nice gain there by DeWald. Wow, big news over in Mapleton. Maple Valley Anthony Charter Oak Ute wins tonight for their homecoming game. Great job for Mapleton. Nice to get a win on the board for them. Pitch out here to DeWald again. I'm sure they're going to feed the ball to DeWald to help him get his rushing numbers up a little higher. I just hope for Jackson's sake that he doesn't get hurt at this point in the game when it's kind of a meaningless time. But I also don't mind Jackson getting plenty of yards. I like Jackson DeWald quite a bit. Have a lot of respect for Jackson. Hard-working kid. Very hard-working kid. So. Another pitch going out to the far side. Run up the middle. Nice. Colby Gilbert right there to make the smack on Jackson DeWald. That's what you like to see. It's a young man that is coming into the game. Not one bit worried just to step up in there, put his nose in there, and take on potentially an all-state running back of the Rebels. Second and 5 for the Rebels. 1 minute left on the game clock. Pitch out to DeWald. Going to be tackled for a gain of about 3 yards. Going to be 1st and 10, I guess. It was a 5-yard gain, so it'll be 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for the Rebels. On the 30-yard line. Pass play here for the Rebels. It's going to be picked off by no other than Will DeStichter. Great interception there by Will DeStichter. I'm going to see if I can play this.
Wildcats have got it at about the 2-yard line.
Wildcats take over. Oh, I missed the video replay. I tried to catch that. I was just a little bit too slow. I'm going to get better at that. Hopefully next time we are on the live stream I can get some video replays. That would be kind of fun for the kids to see. So I did a live stream broadcast last Saturday for the Night of Conflict with IA Wrestling, and that gave me the opportunity to learn a little bit more about this production truck. So hopefully I can get a little better at it as we go. But the Wildcats are going to win tonight 40-14 as the game clock expires. We appreciate you watching tonight's broadcast, live stream broadcast by Fuller Digital Solution. My name is Jeff Klingensmith. I appreciate everybody that viewed in tonight. Thank you to my wife Candy Klingensmith for handling the camera duties. Next week the Wildcats head to Tri-Center Neola for a big game down in Tri-Center before they're back home for the final regular season of the game against Missouri Valley. So tune in next week. We'll see if we can do the live stream down in Tri-Center. If we'll broadcast, we'll post that out on Facebook if we're going to be able to do it. If not, we for surely will be doing the home game against Missouri Valley. So your Wildcats win 40-14. Thanks for watching Fuller Digital Solutions.